your boy Bleed. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 Party, I'm a real go-getter. Rock a fur coat, but it's not chinchilla. Who's that dude with the master plan? It's Mr. Pinecone with the mic in my hand. I ball on a budget, got a bag full of nuggets. Living life to the fullest before I'm kicking the bucket. No time for the haters, I'm the meat and potatoes. I'm the product of Anunnaki and godly invaders. You wanna go down the rabbit hole? Well, come along with me. Let me phone home. Let me take you on a trip to the Pleiades or the Seven Seas. We can sail them all. Bring your dungarees and your toothbrush, your knapsack. We'll have a nightcap, then I'll bring you back. Mr. Pinecone's come a long, long way, so everybody get sideways. Sing it. I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways. Pass the bottle back my way. Everybody's getting sideways.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Bleaves. This is Breakfast with Bleaves, and guess what? I'm about to feed you baby birds. I got all the 411, and guess what? We had a relief rally overnight. The market is not great, but the market is looking a little bit better than it has before. I told everybody in Luna Classic exactly what was going to happen in Luna Classic, and then you had a bunch of shitheads out here who said, oh no, we're about to moon. With significant rebound coming, 300x in the cards. We're going to $1. And then guess what happened? Nothing. You know why? Because those assholes are engagement farming you. Now, at least I'm engaging. Look, if I'm engagement farming you, I'm telling you that I'm engagement farming you, and I'm doing it because I think I'm righter than those assholes. You know what I mean? I'm the one that says this is what's going to happen, and I tell you every day, and then I come back and I address it. Well, shit, I was wrong about that one, but guess what? Haha. I'm out here trying to do what I can to try to make sure that you are as informed as I can make you every single day so that you get the 411, the knowledge and the information that you need in order to make good decisions about your investment. You know why? Because I'm not a financial advisor. You have to make the decision for yourself. And if you make the right decision based on the information presented to you, then we both are better off because of it. Now, let's get into chat real quick. What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody is having the day before Thanksgiving. I hope that everybody eats a little bit of the dead bird tomorrow and get sent, yo. You know what I'm saying? Hope everything is really good for everybody. Good morning, Mr. P. Good morning, Tron. Good morning, Maddie B. Good morning, Jay Manuel. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, family. Good morning, Juice. Good morning, Cryptic. Good morning, Hunter Glynis, Beaver Lumber, and Richard. All right, so let's get into it right now. And without further ado, this is the news. All right, guys, pre-markets are showing a negative in the Dow just a little bit right now. Still waiting on the Fed minutes in order to start picking it apart and start crying about something. But, you know, we'll see what happens there. Over here, we've got $62 billion traded, but the market cap is up about $30 billion to $823 billion. A little bit of a retracement right now as the American markets come open. You see here down about 0.5%, but up 2.7 on the day for Ethereum. Bitcoin up 2%. So it's a little bit of a relief rally, but when you start to pull back here, you see BNB is up 12%. Litecoin is up 15%. There were some big movers in the altcoins. And as you go down here, you see a couple percentage points on every one of them, between 1 and 5, let's say. Most of them hovering around the 2 to 3 range. Huobi up 6.5%, Aave up 5.5%. But again, mostly twos. Zcash up 11%. As you keep going down here, you're going to find a few bigger ones. Clayton is up 12.5%. Dash is up 14.5%. Down. Again, 2 and 3% mostly. Curve is up 8%, 5.5%. Sorry about that. Ooh, it dipped big time just now. Like just now. 13% on Convex. So, there's a lot of movement out here. A lot of it, I was watching yesterday and I was wondering, why is Bitcoin not pumping? Because it seems like money just entering the market. Like it just seems like it's coming back in. But the issue was, it looked like it was going to some of the alts, and looks like maybe people are packing their alt bags. You can see over here in this, Matic is slightly down, ADA is slightly down, Quant over here slightly down in the 24-hour, but everything else generally has started to make big moves with Litecoin, Sol, and BNB, Leo, stacked ETH. I don't know what the fuck that is. What some of these are having bigger runs than others, so but everything is generally speaking in the green, so that's a pretty good sign for the market. But big news on the day: why are Bitcoin and Ethereum rising today? The sudden spurt in price could be short-lived as markets are unable to maintain steady growth this year. In this article, we're going to explain why Bitcoin and Ethereum are up today. Fresh series of buyers entered the market on Tuesday, making Bitcoin and Ethereum's price soar. That's the dumbest way. Jesus fucking Christ. Why don't I even come to this site? The crypto global market cap reached 862 billion, an increase of 6.18%. Additionally, the crypto market is gathering strength around the stock market, gained steam this week. Dow Jones spiked nearly 400 points. So listen, here's what, Jesus fucking Christ. I swear to God, these guys are just assholes. All right. So here's what's going on, right? 75% of people shorted in the last couple of days, right? So a bunch of opportunistic people got into the market thinking that maybe they could pop some liquidations on some longs. So they got in down here, went long on a whole bunch of shit, and now they're pumping the market artificially. If they pump the market artificially and they can get up to 795 billion roughly, that's going to start triggering a mass amount of liquidations. That's basically what's going on. But here's the important part. For just a moment, Ethereum, not Ethereum, but Bitcoin got over the 200 SMA. Ethereum got a little bit close to it, and the total market cap got over it as well. It wasn't sustained, but if we can sustain this for one full 4 hour sort of area, which is a little bit higher on the 4 hour, but on the hour, I mean, if we can sustain something like that, then that would be just crazy good for the market overall. If we can get on some kind of run that can get that 200 SMA out of the way and rock it. Now, as you can see right here, it's going to be like 1 trillion in the market cap. So, we got a long way to go at this point on the daily, but that's going to make a big move. So, institutional investors buying the crypto dip, Coinbase report. Here we actually have something that doesn't say because people enter the market. According to a Coinbase report, this is actual news here. According to a Coinbase report conducted in partnership with institutional investor, accredited investors are buying the crypto market dip. 2022 has so far been one of the worst years for crypto and finance. However, every crash is an opportunity for wealth. The survey was conducted between September 21 and October 27. Before the most recent plummet, a total of 140 institutional investors were interviewed in the report. According to the study, 62% of investors increased their crypto allocations in the last 12 months. Only 12% decreased their holdings, while 26% remained the same. Now, think about this for 1 second. 88% of institutional investors, 88% of institutional investors either kept their holdings the way they are or increased and bought the shit out of the dip. What does that tell you? Institutional money is the big money. What it's telling you is that the smart money is doing what can only be described as smart money shit. 12% decreased it. And that 12%, that's probably that goddamn Mark Cuban. You know what I mean? Unfollowing all of his crypto stuff because, I mean, what is he, a Jeep? You know what I mean? Like, what is he? Elon Musk, you know what I mean? Like, we do remember that Elon Musk wrecked the market, right? While we're over here making like, oh, Elon's great for Twitter. Fuck that guy. You know what happened? Elon Musk dumped on the market in June of this past year. And he is the jackass. He is the jackass. This was right here. This was not Elon. This was no, this was what happened with this was actually Elon. This right here was what was going on with Luna Classic when Terra Luna failed. This is when UST depegged and everything happened. That's when everybody got out of the market. Then everybody went sideways right here. And then ding dong dickhead Elon sold off, what is 135,000 Bitcoin that he had in storage for Tesla so that he had cash on hand in order to buy stuff from the Chinese, by the way. If you didn't hear any of that, he had to make sure he had cash on hand in order to buy parts and pieces that he would need from the Chinese. That was in the conference call, by the way. So he gave his money to China, and listen to that. All those MAGA heads are out there like, well, Elon Musk is really good because he's a vote Republican. Yeah, he's also dealing with the Chinese and selling shit to the Chinese and buying shit from the Chinese. So you tell me. One thing that's weird is hypocrites. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's weird. We can agree at least it's weird, right? Anyway, so Elon Musk is that dirtbag. So maybe it's just those two. Maybe it's just Elon and Mark Cuban. Maybe that's the 12%. Moving on to the future, 58% of investors expect to increase their crypto investments in the next 3 years. On the other hand, 6% plan to decrease their holding. Right there. Nobody's decreasing except Mark Cuban. You know what I mean? Like, if it's 12% over here, then it's Elon and Mark Cuban. And if 6%, then it's just Mark Cuban. So fuck that guy. But 94% expect to either keep theirs the same or increase their holdings over the next 3 years. Now, will crypto market rebound anytime soon? This is institutional. This is institutional that's telling you what they think is going to happen right now. And remember, these are the guys that make and break these markets. And they say it's going to stay flat and range bound by 54%, or 25% says it will trend lower. Only 8% says it's going to trend higher. 9% has no opinion on the matter. So 16% are saying they don't know or it's going up, but we have about roughly 84%, 83% saying that they think that it's either going to go down or stay about where it is. So make sure that you're taking profits on every one of these relief rallies as they come. Make sure that you're getting yourself into a better position. But the long-term price picture is still favorable, with 71% of investors predicting rising long-term prices for digital assets. So most people, 46% strongly agree that we're headed to higher prices. 28% agree, and 29% neither agree nor disagree. Jesus Christ, it's the dumbest art. Like, why do these people even ask if they're not going to, like, quit being a bitch and make, you know what I mean? Answer the question. Anyway, so let's move on here. Shiba Inu burn rate spikes 1,081%. Shibarium anticipation. According to the data on SHIB's burn portal, the token burn rate has spiked by a whopping 1,081%. Now, does that mean that everybody in Shiba is now using Volta Change? The surge can be attributed to one transaction in particular, which was responsible for burning 127.8 million SHIB tokens. And it was this that was transferred to a dead wallet. The ShibBurn project established 3 revenue streams, including Twitter's super followers, ShibBurn, and ShibBurn Radio. The project has committed 40% of its profits to burning tokens. The ShibBurn portal noted that the 127 million SHIB was from only one part of their revenue stream. The payment for their Twitter super follower and ShibBurn Radio is yet to come in. So that means that it's only coming from donations to ShibBurn.com. So, I mean, I guess that's people just throwing away money. So, Jesus Christ, that's crazy. All right. So anyway, it's garbage transactions. So if you're in SHIB and you're excited about SHIB and you want to trade, start using Volta Change. It's going to burn 0.25% of all the SHIB that you have, and the more the more transactions you have on that chain, the more you're going to burn. Very simple. But moving on, Tom Brady and Shaquille O'Neal, seen here getting ready to kiss, are named in the FTX lawsuit of all of the famous influencers. Among those named in a class action lawsuit against the exchange, which lost $32 billion in cash, are Larry David, Tom Brady, Gisele Bündchen, Shaquille O'Neal, Steph Curry, and others. I don't know who "and others" is. Jesus Christ, like, put the names out there or leave it. The lawsuit alleges that the exchange and its well-known spokespeople used misleading tactics to persuade investors to invest in the business. In addition to naming rights to a Miami sports stadium, it also owned a Formula One race team. All right, so this is doomed. This is probably doomed. Okay, but back to the whole celebrity side. According to the lawsuit, FTX and its former CEO Sam Bankman-Fried are accused of leveraging celebrities to entice unsophisticated investors in a purported Ponzi scheme to keep the business afloat. Now, it has been revealed enough that you could call this, by any definition, a Ponzi scheme, because they were clearly taking money and using it for other purposes and then bringing in more new revenue in order to pay back the money that they were taking. So it doesn't matter what they were using it for, it's still the same thing. So it 100% would be considered a Ponzi scheme, but there's just absolutely no way to say that, because this. So what happens here is this ends up applying to every single person who's ever sold a beer, who's now responsible, every celebrity who's ever had Bush beer, or I don't know, the Budweiser frogs. Like, I'm going to sue Budweiser frogs. You know what I mean? So this is kind of crazy, but you know what? I'm going to be interested to see how it plays out. I mean, everybody is looking for heads to roll. Everybody is looking for somebody to blame. Everybody and listen, every unsophisticated investor is looking for somebody to blame for their problems already. So pile on, guys. You won't even know if you win anyway. You know what I mean? Because there ain't no money, so you're not gonna cash out. Like, where are you gonna get the money from? You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. But the House Financial Services Committee stated that it would hold a hearing on FTX in December as part of the lawmakers' intention to look at the failure of FTX, which it didn't collapse here in the United States. According to all reasonable reports, FTX US is still financially solvent, but it was included in the overall corporate structure. So a little weird that the House Financial Services Committee is involved in something that was overseas. But, you know, it's the House. Waste your time as you see fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't accomplish anything. So finally, bankruptcy filing. This is the greatest thing ever. Bankruptcy filing reveals China was the FTX's largest client after island tax haven. Wait a minute. It's impossible for China. It's impossible for China to be FTX's largest client. You know why? Because crypto is illegal in China. We can agree, right? Crypto is illegal in China. So they can't have crypto in China, because that would be against Chinese law. Bankruptcy filing by now collapsed cryptocurrency exchange FTX reveals the platform's global customer distribution at the peak of its operation. According to the documents, Cayman Island accounts for the highest share of customers at 22%, followed by Virgin Islands. Notably, the two regions are mainly leveraged as tax havens. And remember, this is the shithole. This is the shithole place. Like, and by the way, I will never defend FTX because I think it's a shithole, and I think this is where Citadel went to screw people over. FTX did the same thing. This is where all the scumbags came to do scumbag shit. But it's really crazy. Interestingly, despite outlawing crypto transactions, mainland China represented the third largest share of FTX's customers at 8%. Well, this is misleading. Bankruptcy filing reveals China was FTX's largest client. That's not true. Citizens, Chinese citizens are, but not China. So fuck this article. All right, so let's get back into chat and see what's going on. Ugh. That, you know, that annoys me, by the way. That just gets on my God damn it. Also, I should be on, we got a live stream for Lillian Finance today. I should be in the Lillian Finance stream. I got invited by Luis, so may check that out, see what's going on over there. What's going on, Dallas? Daniel, what's happening? What's up, Crypto B? Good morning. What's going on, Dustin, Craig? Lillian Tribe is, I know, man. I can't wait to see which one it is. I really can't wait to see. Yes. Someone told me Bitcoin isn't going bankrupt because Bitcoin doesn't have it's not possible for Bitcoin to go bankrupt. That's just somebody who's kind of uninformed as either an investor or somebody with just an opinion. Bitcoin doesn't have money. It can't create money. It actually is money. Like, you can't sue a dollar. You know what I mean? And Bitcoin would be considered to be like an online dollar and or online gold, and you can't sue gold either. So nah. What's going on? Make fun of my all right, so we're going to catch up over here. If anybody has any questions, then I mean, you know, kind of save it for the whatchamacallit part. But now it's time to get into technical analysis, and woo. All right. So this is where the market cap is. It's about 777 billion right now. We got over that 200 SMA on the 1 hour chart, and crypto said, "Oh, Satan, I reject thee," and it got junked back down. So a little bit of money entering this market again puts it over this 1 hour. Now, of course, it has to climb over that one along with the rest of them. You see what happened when it hit that 30. So hopefully it pops over again, and we get a big move. We get a big move, a little bit of a spike, a little bit of a relief rally. I mean, again, we got to wait for the Fed minutes. We got to see what the Fed minutes look like. And then, it's not really the Fed minutes that we need to look at, but these people have to parse it apart and start crying about it. And, Fed minutes set to show breadth of support for higher peak rate. So, we're going to see what everybody kind of thinks. That's probably what everybody's kind of waiting for. So I don't know what time the Fed meeting, probably noon. Is it noonish? Jobless claims came in higher than expected, which is great. So they were expecting 225,000, got 240. And I don't mean that's great. I don't mean people losing their job is great, but that's how the economy knows that all of the stuff that they're doing to combat inflation is starting to work. So, and now they're looking for that 0.5 rate hike versus 0.75. So, we'll see how this whole thing plays out, but markets are going to be a little bit dodgy. But so we can see here, I'm starting to see a dip all of a sudden. So let's go over here to the 3 minute, and yeah, so there's a big sell down. So some information might be getting leaked out right now, something like that. All right, Fed minutes, all eyes on the Fed minutes. Latest. Stock rally on November 22nd ahead of the Fed minutes. Fed minutes will be released at 1900 GMT. This will move the markets. Get prepared. All right. Let's see. What is the GMT time right now? So we got 2.5 hours. In 2.5 hours, so that's going to be at 11 o'clock. So we'll get the Fed minutes at about 11 o'clock today. and we'll know what's going on. But right now, we're starting to see a run and a sell down, and here it comes. But over here, let's start. Let's just dig in here. All right, so I said that yesterday that this is what was going to happen, that we were going to have this move up here, that we would probably test this line right here, but we're not. We pumped out of it, and now it's coming back down. So we're going to end up being right. It's just the length of it is just going to be a little bit off, but it did exactly what we expected to happen here. And you know, I didn't draw it long enough. But other than that, exactly what we expected to happen on Terra Luna is happening. Which means that we're probably online to hit 13 down here. Once we hit 13, then that's probably when the spike will happen with the anticipation of Binance. Also, if November 29, there's a vote, by the way, if you haven't already, on Station, you got to come over here. And there is a proposal in governance right now, right here. This is the proposal for adding $750 million as initiatives called the, well, it's TGF. It's the Terra Classic Grant Foundation. Here we go, Terra Grants Foundation. They're going to pursue, they're going to process applicants to give them Luna Classic for accomplishing things within the ecosystem. So I don't know if making videos counts, but you know what? Let's fill out an application and see what happens. They'll be like, dude, you just make videos. Kiss my ass. You know what I mean? I am an artist. I'll say something like that. But it looks like so we're having a little bit of drawdown. We just had $3 billion exit the market all of the sudden. Oh God, welcome to America, you weak pieces of shit. I swear to God, Americans are the worst. You're the goddamn worst. We've been doing this long enough. That you weak-handed hoes, like Jesus Christ. Ike Turner was right. You know what I mean? Like everybody is you know what I mean? Ugh. God damn it. So anyway, we're seeing that little drawdown right now. Now Ethereum had popped up all the way to 1181. So we saw what is this number over here? 1180.99 is what we saw. So we saw at least a relief rally. Now, since we're down in this area, you can expect that Ethereum probably retraces to 1135 right now. Maybe 1110. And then we get another spike. So if you're looking at it from this, then we're looking at more likely somewhere in that 1140 range, most probably 1127. Worst case scenario, 1116. So yeah, you know, close enough. But BNB starting to retrace again. Yeah, it's just a little bit of sell down in the market. So we'll see. Market's about set to open over here on the Dow. So we're still out on the over right now. So when you look at the day chart here, you can see that we are about 7 days. We're about 7 days in. So we're not exactly a week out of this yet, but we're getting very, very close. And that will be a breakout for that's going to be a breakout for this market. And, you know, things like this are going to be the start of recovery. So hopefully that's what we'll end up seeing. Now, moving on over here. Oh, by the way, before we move, USDC, we're still going to get that spike, by the way. I mean, it's still right there. Like it's written in the goddamn stars. The time between this one and this one was, what is that? 71 days. So that one took 71 days. The time between this one and this one was 32 days. And the time between this one and now is 43 days. So we don't know when it's coming, but I'm telling you, it's coming. So I'm sitting on mine, by the way. I'm just holding on to mine for the moment. But anyway, over here, Lit is up 32.7% on the day at 31.79, having itself a little bit of a rally. Now, Lit is in a nice little channel here, minting higher lows, which is the best thing that you can ask for in any cryptocurrency. Since it launched, it continues to mint higher lows. So they're doing a pretty good job of managing the process across the board. Volt is up 10%, up to 11.5 now, 1,500 with 5 zeros. And hopefully over the next couple of days, a big announcement coming for Volt in the next short little while. There's a big announcement coming on Friday. On Friday, we're going to find out what a big announcement is. And if you looked at Pablo's post, it's a bunch of tier 1 exchanges showing on his thumbnail. So I think it's the announcement of one of those as the next tier 1 exchange for Volt Inu. Hulk is up 6.5%. Lillian is just on an absolute tear, up 133% over the course of the week. And remember, oh god damn it, remember all those people that talk just crazy shit about Lillian. Remember all those people, like Jesus Christ, like everybody in Saitama was like meh. Good times. So looks like Lillian has a major tier 1 announcement that is about to happen. And I got an email overnight, so I was invited to join in. So I think I'm going to go check it out and see what happened. Wagny's up 5.5%. MMAI is up 2%. Terrarium is up 1.4%. Deconnect down 36% to 2047. Yin is dead in the water, by the way. They're going to relaunch to a version 2. Probably not even going to be named Yakuza Inu, by the way. That's the way it looks right now. So this was somebody that we all know, by the way. They're trying to get a swap launched and try to create sort of a new part of an ecosystem, and just this one just didn't work out. So they're gonna rebrand it to something better before they launch the swap, and they're just gonna I think they feel like they mislabeled it Yakuza. Like they just, this is not part of their ecosystem, doesn't make sense for what they're doing. So we should see something pretty soon. If you have any tokens, by the way, nobody should have more than like $100 on that anyway. So this was a degen sort of play. So I don't think anybody is getting wrecked off of it. But when the new one launches, we'll see what happens. Hex, by the way, remember 27 yesterday, still 27 today. So if you want to get in on it, it's consolidating along the line here. So at some point when this market starts to move, it's going to move along with it. DC Dino Hex, Bone, Shib is at 88.67, so it's up a few percentage points, but not enough yet. Over the course of a couple days, of course, it's up 10%. So if you bought one of those lows down at 82, then you're probably feeling pretty good about your investment at this point. So that's where we are. And I love my background. Look at that shit there. All right, now time for chat. All right, guys, what is going on, everybody? So yeah, Lillian is going to have a big run over the next little while. You know what? I got in at launch, and I've been sitting on mine for all that time. So, and it was just kind of like, right, it was just kind of like, let's go, baby. You know what I mean? So, yeah. DeConnect, so we got new content coming out for DeConnect. DeConnect is down today. The market is very difficult for a lot of different tokens. So, it's the DeConnect is going to be just fine. There's a new pump coming. There's a new partnership coming. It's just early in the process, and you're not able to do anything about it. And here we go. Proof of memes. Look, I'm not a fan of proof of memes. There's not very much. Let's go back over here and let's do that one time. All right, proof of memes. Proof of memes is up 5% on the day and down 10% on the week. Had a tiny little spike over here. I put a line over here, said that they're not going to come back to this line at any point. And it's not going to maintain because they don't have enough investors. There's not enough holders. It's not sustainable at the place that it is right now. However, it does continue to trend in that upward pattern. So, at some point, say mid 2023, that's about February of 2023. Around February of 2023, it should be able to hold itself if it continues to get new holders. So maybe that's going to work out. And I'm not saying, look, it's a proof of work fork in the Ethereum blockchain. So people that want to be part of it can be part of it. There's no reason to use it, unless you want to mine crypto. And if you want to do that, then there's opportunity, or there will be opportunity there, probably to earn meme tokens and stuff like that through the system. We'll see what they do. But they gotta get something launched. They gotta get something actually underway. So could you look at Band's graph? I thought I had gone a little higher by now. Appreciate you. Bands? I don't know which one we're talking about here. Oh, you're talking about Pomeranian. That's awesome. All right, so band protocol. We're talking about band protocol or band token? Okay. All right. So then the answer on band is that, let's go look over here. 25 million trading volume. Look, I don't think there's a problem with it. I think it's just part of the market. Yeah, I think this guy's kind of on it right here. Xander. Band Link's biggest competitor with a small market cap. Don't listen to the dumb people saying it's a pump and dump. The whole market is going down. Obviously, this coin's going to follow Bitcoin. All coins follow Bitcoin. Just DCA, and there's a good risk to reward ratio at these levels. This guy says notified me for a 98% run up on price action under. I don't think so. I think that guy's full of shit. Sometimes the price gets wonky on Coinbase. Doesn't mean anything. And you did see it spike in price. Let's go back year to date. So year to date was $6. Look, everything was $6 or more. This was the big run up, and the big run up had it at $21, and now it's down to $1. I mean, this is what a bear market looks like. So I don't think so. I think Band's going to be just fine. If you bought at any kind of high number, then I would DCA so that your cost average is down, so that your profit comes a little bit faster. I mean, that's the best thing that's the best thing to do, and the best thing you can say about it. But that it will probably retain some of these newer highs. So it's a cross-chain data Oracle platform. It's able to take real-world data and supply it to on-chain applications while also connecting APIs to smart contracts to facilitate the exchange. That actually is very necessary in this space. Holy shit. You know, I need to read more about this because I just had this question come up and I need to know a little bit more about it. Thanks for the $10 bomb, JC. I appreciate you. Why does Volt pump when there is coming news event and dump once the news is released? FK, thank you for joining cryptocurrency. I don't know if this is your first day. I don't know if you're brand new. But the reason that happens is it's called buy the rumor, sell the news. So what happens is they're called speculators, and you get speculators that get a whiff of some news. Like, for example, let's say that these guys over here heard or saw that there was a big announcement coming, right? Well, when they found out there was a big announcement coming, then they invested right here at 1200. Now, for the next couple of days, people are going to keep investing, and then there's going to be a run up over the next 2 days or so, probably get to 2000. Then that's an 80% increase. Now, if you consider that it's about 13% tax in, 13% tax out, you got to get a 26% increase or more. And if this goes from 1200 to 2000, that's actually an increase of what? 50, 60%, about a 70% increase. So you take that 26% out and you got 40% more money than when you started. So this is just about people making some money. That's all it is. Now, in the meantime, you're going to have new people who come in, and those new investors are going to sit on the project and they're going to be a little bit more bullish about it. And they're going to say, well, long term, I really like what this thing does, and I'm going to stick with it. Well, that's what happens when you hit the bottom over here, right? And as you can see here from the pattern, the bottom continues to rise. And the more you zoom in and kind of look at it, the more you can see it up close. The bottom of this project continues to rise. So that's because there's more and more holders. Now, if you're ever wondering, this is generally speaking, probably, I could probably even leave this line here permanently. And unless there's a tragedy, this is probably kind of a predictor of where the price action is going to go. And I'm not looking at it specifically, but I don't have it 100% right, maybe. But when you see when you see lower highs or you see higher lows being minted, then you know that there are more investors and there's more people. And if you ever have a question about, and I mean serious action on Volt, it's at burn. Go to at burn Volt Inu. It's at burn Volt right here. At burn Volt. And I'm going to put that in chat here so you can always look at it. But on Twitter, this will tell you what's going on. 28 minutes ago, 277 million tokens were burned. In the past hour, Volt has gained 6 new holders. The total number of Volt holders is now 55,237. Here's 42,000 being burned. We're still at 20. We're still just a few half hour ago. 337,000 were burned. 208,000 were burned. 4.6 million were burned. You can see here very small numbers here, but you can see 4.692.197. 4,692,196 and 47 cents were burned, and 54 cents were burned. And you keep going down here, and you'll see every once in a while you'll see something like this: 2 billion have been burned. Like, there's all kinds of different amounts that are being burned, and then same thing over here. You'll find in the past hour, Volt gained four new holders, and now its total is 55,225. And as you go through here, and every few hours, you'll see in the past hour, Volt has gained 18 new holders. Like, there's going to be points when in the past 24 hours, Volt has gained 140 new holders. So you're going to see Volt is just continuing to grow and continuing to grow, and you'll see those kind of spikes all the time. Burn Volt, however, is one of the best sources to just kind of watch what's going on with Volt. And there is a guy, by the way, who tracks this on a chart, and if you ever want to, you can pull it up. I think you go to their Telegram, and I think you can do it there. So I think so. Anyway, it is my time to go. I got to go pick somebody up for work. So this is not financial advice. My name's Bleaves. I am always right. We will talk to you guys again. This is going to be Bedtime with Bleaves. This will be the last one. I apologize for not making it last night. Just, it was just difficult. But we'll have one tonight, and then that'll be it there won't be one on Thursday for Thanksgiving. Everybody will be with family, et cetera, et cetera. And then I'll see you guys on Friday. So we'll see you guys again soon. It's not financial advice. My name's Bleaves. I'm always right. We will talk to you guys again soon.
I'm looking for the good life, sitting on top of the world. I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to go there with me, girl. I'm looking for the good life,